Trojan family, Trojan gang. What it do, y'all? What it do, y'all? Mr. Fight On Forever's in the building, and it's getting good in the portal, and we rising up to the cream at the top of the crop, right? It's gonna be some options for USC, and we gonna get it going, right? I'm gonna jump right into it. Now I got another edge rusher for y'all, and this edge rusher would have led USC in sacks last year. If we get him, he automatically the top edge rusher production wise in the room. You got Harvey Dyson, right? Edge rusher linebacker out of Tulane, 6'3", 250 from Cedar Hill, Texas. Used to play at Texas Tech, right? Now in 2025, this kid had 36 tackles, 8 sacks, which led his team, 11.5 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles. That's what I like. That's what I love. He also shows up in big games against big competition. Now let's get into this kid's scouting report, what I like to do, right? Now his strength, he got elite pass rush production. He led Tulane defense in sacks and tackles for loss. He a key player that disrupt a lot of things you got going on the offensive line. You hear me? His 2025 pass rush numbers rank at or near the top of the Green Rays front, right? He got the prototypical size for a college edge defender at 6'3", 250. Displays strength to set the edge against the run and power through blockers. He also got that positional versatility that D'Anton Lynn like. Can line up in multiple front alignments, including both 2-point and 3-point stances, giving defensive coordinators flexibility. You gotta love that. His developmental arc, he improved significantly after his transfer from Texas Tech, where his role in pressure production was limited early in his career, right? Now, every player has some areas to improve, and a lot with young players, it be consistency, right? He's still refining technique. He got some inconsistencies game to game and leveraging hand placement. His pass rush toolkit, while effective, needs to add a wider array of pass rush moves, rip, spin, bull, to become dominant on every down at the Power 5 level, right? His coverage, he primarily a rush edge defender. Limited snaps and space coverage reduces all-around defensive profile, right? Right, so you ain't gonna ask him to cover. Now, his scheme fit, he best suited as an edge rusher in a 4-3 or a hybrid front that uses him on clear pass rush downs and creative stunts, to attack protection, right? His NFL potential, his production trend in 2025 breakout suggests a potential as a mid-round developmental prospect, particularly if he continues to expand his technique and his consistency, right? Leadership and intangibles, he got that. Emerges one of Tulane defensive leaders in 2025, showing physicality and effort on every snap. Traits valued at the next level, right? So to wrap up Harvey Dyson, he has broken out as a disruptive edge presence for Tulane in 25. He led his team in sacks, tackles for loss, while showing the physical traits and motor NFL scouts covet. With continued refinement of his pass rush skill set and consistently, he projects as a high impact college defender and potential draftable edge option after 2026, right? So I like this kid, Harvey Dyson, another kid that would have led us in sacks. Man, Chad Bowden, go get him. Now, the last video, I touched on DB because we young in the DB room and kind of thin as well, right? So how can I not make a video about the #1 rated cornerback in the transfer portal right now? Jay Crawford, out of Auburn, sophomore, 5'11", 180, right? Now let's get into this kid. Jay Crawford is a technically polished, instinctive cornerback with significant SEC experience at a young age. He's now considered a high-impact defensive back prospect in the 2026 portal cycle, right? His 2024 freshman season, he had 15 tackles, 7 pass breakups, 1 interception, earned SEC all-freshman honors, and on 3 true freshman All-American recognition, right? 2025 season, 15 tackles again, 4 pass breakups, 1 interception, 1 tackle for loss. Started most games and remained a key piece of Auburn secondary, right? So this kid could play. He locked down. He a number 1 type corner type dude, right? Now, he held a primary cornerback role throughout the season with consistent target acceptance and contested coverage, right? Produced multiple pass breakups and interceptions against Missouri, showing ball skills and anticipation, right? Tackling and physicality, competent in run support and tackling in space, reliable wrap-ups, and low missed tackle totals. When he lock in on you, he got you. He started 18 games across his Auburn career, a strong resume for his age hitting the portal. Now, this kid's strength, cover instinct. Crawford feel for route recognition and positioning stands out. In his freshman year, he earned strong PFF grades for coverage, with early analytics showing favorable catch rate allowed and few broken plays when targeting, right? Ball skills, 2 career interceptions and consistent pass breakups reveal an ability to turn plays over and disrupt timing, a premium trait in the pro style and zone defense, right? And we know Lynn got kind of like a pro style defense. His football IQ and early starter experience, right? Becoming an SEC starter as an underclassman speaks volumes to his processing and trust from coaching staff. He doesn't solely rely on speed. He read routes and anticipate breaks, right? And then, like I said, he got that SC level to play experience, holding the starting spot against high power 5 competition, right? So that cements his legitimacy as an impact corner, not just a role player. Now, some of the things we're going to nitpick: at 5'11", 180, he is the biggest corner, which can be challenging against bigger boundary receivers in jump ball contest situations, right? He must use technique to negate size matchups. Playmaking consistency. While solid overall, his pass breakups and interception production dipped slightly as offense schemed away in 2025, but you like that. Enhancing consistency on contested throws and minimizing straight targets will elevate his projection, right? He's quick and competitive, but elite long speed or chase down ability isn't his calling card. Pro scouts may want to see an improved top end burst for contested sidelines or deep ball situations, right? So his player traits and tools, you know, he got technique and footwork is above average, read hips well, plays low leverage, quick to flip his hits in man coverage. He got ball awareness, very high, impactful in jump routes and throws over the middle. His instinct strong, shows savvy in zone concepts and anticipation. Tackling, reliable, active tackler with low miss rate tackle rate. Physicality is solid but not dominant. Competes well at the point of attack but isn't a thumper necessarily in run support. Like I said, top DB in the nation, right? The ideal fit for him is a system that leverages his instincts, zone heavy defense, nickel packages, and teams where his ball skills can be maximized without relying purely on elite top end speed. Leadership and intangibles: he earned respect as a young starter in the SEC, freshman awardee, showing maturity and competitive toughness beyond his class. So to wrap Jay Crawford up, he has distinguished himself as one of Auburn's most consistent secondary pieces through 2 seasons. His coverage skills, ball awareness, and early impact make him a coveted transfer portal addition for programs seeking a locker room presence and a boundary defender. While his size and elite physical traits aren't elite, his football IQ and technique are high-value traits that can translate immediately at new programs or even attract NFL draft consideration with sustained production, right? So Jay Crawford is a baller. We will welcome him in the room. He will automatically be one of the most experienced up there with Prophet Brown, and he's proven it is to be a baller. So Chad Bowden, go get him. Now, the next player I got for y'all is one of my favorite players in the portal. I like his energy. I like his swag. I like the way he compete. He's a wide receiver. Y'all know we thin in the wide receiver room when it comes to experience and experience production, right? So you know Lincoln Riley, he can't help himself to go look at some elite weapons on the outside. And I got one for y'all. And I know y'all heard of him. He was one of the first names. As soon as he hopped in the portal, USC fans was googly eyes all over him, talking about him and having him linked to USC. We got your boy Nick Marsh, right, out of Michigan State, sophomore, 6'3", 203 pounds. Marsh is a physically prototypical outside receiver, you hear me, with rare size, production, and playmaking ability for his age. A consensus 4-star recruit, he immediately impacted at MSU and has maintained consistent production. His 2025 season, 59 receptions, 662 yards, 6 TDs, 11.2 yards per catch, multiple games with multiple reception outputs and consistent involvement each week. Honorable mention all Big Ten by coaches and media, right? So his freshman year, he had 41 catches. He came out the gate with 650 yards and 3 TDs, set Michigan State true freshman record for both receiving yards and receptions. He had 200-yard games, including 194 receiving yards versus Maryland with a game-tying 77-yard TD. His career totals, 100 catches, 1,311 receiving yards, 9 TDs, over 23 games and 20 straight starts, right? Now let's get into his scouting report. His physical profile and catch radius is one of his strengths. Excellent frame at 6'3", with the size to win them 50-50 balls downfield and high point targets. His build also helps against press coverage and contested catch scenarios. That 6'3" frame gonna help. Always does. Another strength, production and consistency. He led his team in catches and yards in 2025 and set freshman records at MSU in 2024. That's rare for a young receiver in a Power 5 league, right? Big play capability, has shown to ability to flip games instantly, particularly with explosive plays like that 77-yard touchdown versus Maryland as a freshman. Also got route versatility, effective both in either intermediate and deep, capable of stretching zones and creating space over the middle. Early scouting noted a strong production rate on intermediate targets. So he good at the intermediate routes and the deep routes, right? Football IQ and hands, another one of his strengths. Strong hands and ball skills. Routinely secures catches in traffic and against physical coverage with relative ease, right? So he don't mind traffic. He don't mind DBs trying to get physical. He gonna excel. He got experience and durability, right? Started a high number of games as a sophomore and has been reliable every game. Featured at least one reception in 2025, right? Areas he can improve, we gonna nitpick a little bit. Yards after catch, right? Shows reliable yardage production, but elite yak ability isn't his primary trait. Tends to rely on physicality and leverage rather than pure shiftiness, right? Explosive separation speed, he can work on that. While productive, his burst to consistently create separation against elite pass defenders remains a work in progress. Not a pure burner like some deep threats, right? Blocking and multi-role contribution, he can improve in that. Can improve technique as a blocker in the run game or in screens. This area is often a differentiator for pro-level wide receivers. So his skill set and play style, route running, right? Smooth overall, uses his size to box smaller defenders, threaten seams with reliable hands and leverage, right? He got them ball skills, catches with hands, and displays body control, critical on sideline and back shoulder throws. Quarterback love them back shoulder throws, right? Downfield threat. Capable of consistent intermediate gains, and his long TDs indicate stretch field ability when given space. And he also strength is contested catch ability, strong performance in jump ball situations, particularly in red zone look or contested zones, right? Now, his projection and fit, Marsh projects as an immediate first read wide receiver 1 or 2 for any Power 5 program seeking size, reliability, and proven production. NFL Draft Outlook. A strong track record of production, size, and hands put him on the radar as a potential mid-round draft prospect if he continues to refine separation skills and expand his route tree. Best scheme fit, system that leverages outside threats and intermediate and deep play action. Ideal in spread and pro style spacing offenses that emphasizes catch radius and contested catches to win. So the summary on this kid, right? Nick Marsh, he has already compiled an impressive resume for a young receiver, setting them freshman records, leading his team in key receiving categories and showing the size and ball skills that translate well to high level competition. His production curve and physical profile make him one of the top wide receivers transfer prospects nationally in a high impact addition for programs needing a consistent boundary stretching target. You hear me? So Nick Marsh is a no-brainer. Yes, sir. Yes, he is. Go get this kid, man. So what y'all think about these three today, right? What y'all think about these three players today? I got an edge in there for y'all. Harvey, Dyson would have led our team in sacks, had 8 sacks. You got the number 1 DB in the portal, Jay Crawford, doing his thing, lockdown type corner potential. And then you got your boy, Nick Marsh. So the question I want to ask y'all is, out of these players, who y'all think we need most? Dyson, Crawford, or Marsh? I know y'all will like all these additions. These are some of the top players in the portal. So out of these three, who do y'all like most and who would be important to acquire? Rank them in the comments. Until then, man, it's Trojan family, it's Trojan gang. I told y'all it's up this year or next year or just right now from here on with this USC content, man. So if y'all USC fans, man, hit that sub. If you ain't already sub, what are you doing? Hit that like and that hype to get your boy in this algorithm. You feel me? Until then, man, I'm gone and fight on.